Closed captioning for Vantage Point Outdoors is brought to you by Woody Sporting Goods. October 15th, about 20 minutes before dark. Hello, I'm Chad Tavernia. I want to welcome you to Vantage Point Outdoors. On this week's show, we're going to have a look at a muzzleloader hunt of mine from last season and give you an update on our late winter browse cuts. Alright, well here we are. Today is October 15th. Temperatures are about 60 degrees today, so it's rather warm to be deer hunting. But like they say, you can't shoot one sitting at home, so I'm hunting tonight on the edge of a cut cornfield where it meets the edge of a green winter rye field. My father hunted this spot last night on the other edge of the field and saw 12 deer, 11 does and 1 buck. But he wasn't able to get a shot. I'm hunting on the other edge of the field tonight where he saw that buck come out. So hopefully I'll have some luck this evening. Stick with me. As daylight was fading, this mature doe moved into range. Big doe down. It's about 6:15, and I just had a big doe come down here along the edge of the field. I think she was coming to this cornfield, and she stopped right here in this opening, gave me a perfect shot, probably 25 yards away. I think I made a good hit on her, but with the smoke of the muzzleloader, I couldn't really see the impact. She ran off, and I could hear the brush up there breaking, so I think she's down. I'm going to give her about a half hour or so. I'm going to go back to the truck, get the camera lights to make sure that we can bring you this recovery here, and hopefully we'll have a big doe at the end of the trail. Okay, here we are. It's been about 20 minutes since I shot that doe. I've been back to the truck, got the camera lights. We're going to start tracking, see if we can find her. She should be right here. There she is right there. All right. If I can get through here, we'll go get our hands on her. And there she is. Beautiful big northern New York doe. She probably went about 70 yards from where I hit her. Beautiful big doe. Made a real good shot on her. Well, here we are with a beautiful big northern New York doe. October 15th. Beautiful evening hunt. Temperatures today were in the upper 50s, and it started to cool down as it got closer to dark. And I was set up on the edge of a cornfield and winter rye field, and about 20 minutes before dark, this big mature doe was coming down to the field, stopped in an opening about 30 yards behind my stand, and I think she picked up a little bit of movement just as I was getting ready to put the shot on her, because she kind of tensed up on me, but we were able to pull it off, and she came probably 70 yards from where I shot her. And she's a big doe. She'll probably field dress close to 130, 140. And she'll be good eating. First deer of the year, 2012 season. We're going to get her field dressed, get a tag on her, and we're going to celebrate. Alright, well here we are. It's today is January 26th. It's a Saturday morning, and I'm going to come into one of my farms here where I did a late winter browse cut a few weeks ago. I want to see what kind of activity I've had at these browse cuts, and I'm on my way in here up the trail that I used to come in here, and this trail is just loaded with tracks. So I'm about 100 yards from the browse cut, but I can already tell that there's been a lot of deer activity in this area. Here we are on our New York piece of property where I came in 2 weeks ago and did a late winter browse cut, and as you can see behind me, the deer have really been in here and really consuming this browse. We have a lot of deer tracks in here, and the deer have really been responding well to this browse cut. Today is it's January 26th, so this browse has been down here for just about 2 weeks now, and as you can see, it didn't take the deer very long to locate this browse, and they're really responding well to it, and this is no doubt helping the deer on this property make it through the winter. Well, here we are. Today is it is January 26th, and I'm just out here walking through my property. We don't have much snow right now. We've got probably less than a foot of snow in some places. In some places it's pretty much bare ground, and the snow is real hard this time of year. We just came through 3 or 4 days of like 25 below zero weather, and so the snow is real hard, and I can walk around here without even snowshoes on. So I just wanted to come out here and just take a little quick walk through my woods and kind of see if I can stumble across any kind of sign from last season, or see if I can figure out where deer are traveling here now. And I just came across 2 beds actually walking through this woods. I'll show you these beds here. Alright, you can see right here, there's one there, and there's a bed right there with it, and there's some, you can see some deer droppings in there where the deer was bedded down, and there's a lot of tracks in here too. And these deer bedded down right underneath this big cedar tree here. And the deer probably did that those deer probably bedded down there during that real cold spell. And that's a real tip, for any deer managers out there, is during those really severe winter days when the temperatures, like I said, we had a couple days here just about 2 days ago where it never got above 0 degrees. I mean, it was like 10 below the whole day, and at night it was down to 25, 30 below 0. And the deer have got to have thermal cover in order to escape those kind of cold temperatures. Otherwise, they're simply not going to make it. And I'm fortunate on this property here that this property is pretty much, I got 90 acres here, and it's pretty much all cedar and pine, and with a little bit of hardwoods mixed in. But this has really become a wintering grounds for all the deer in this area. I mean, I've come up here in the springtime, in mid-late March when the snow starts melting, and I've counted as many as 100, 150 deer, out in the fields that border these woods. I mean, there's not that kind of deer activity here during hunting season or during summertime. But, come winter, when those deer are seeking and have to have that thermal cover, it's these kind of properties that can really hold a lot of deer.
Well, that's all the time we've got for this week's show. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next time, right here on Vantage Point Outdoors.